When the planet of law becomes lawless, when the world forgets how to live righteously, something must awaken to restore order. A man of folklore emerges from the shadows, modern in look but ancient in his way of life, blended in amongst the commoners. In an abandoned basement, he drew a roadmap in the form of a wheel. This wheel would help him fulfill his purpose so he can return back home and the world will be forever liberated.
The destruction of Anochi was inevitable. I fell, but not by war, but by ego. I taught the way, but did not embrace it. For my failure, I was cast forward through time, stripped of my divinity, reborn in poverty, but with a divine purpose.
Anochi sat on a park bench one day, gazed into what is known as the Virtuous Wheel, an ancient artifact from the world life era. This tool was for the virtuous ones. Little did Anochi know, he was being watched. A young man watched him in the park and stole the Virtuous Wheel.
Yo, that belongs to me. You don't know the damage you may cause.
You're beat, old man. This is mine now.
7 days later, the young man was found in a stairway holding the Virtuous Wheel, breathing but unconscious. Patty, the young man's mother, found him, but could not bring him back to full health on her own, so she called for the liberator.
Hello, this is the Liberator. State your name and purpose for calling.
Hello, Liberator. My name is Patty. My son has been breathing but unconscious for some time. I did not know who else to call. Given the circumstances of this, all I know is he was playing with some toy he found, and that changed everything. Please help me.
Anochi knew there would be a consequence for whoever was in possession of the Virtuous Wheel, so he created a service line as the Liberator. To no surprise, his plan worked. All he needed to do was show up, talk to Patty, and leave out with the Virtuous Wheel.
Before I bring you to him, I must show you this thing. He said it meant something to him, but I don't know. I never seen it before.
Let me take a look at what this is. I've never seen this before. Do you mind if I take this and do some investigative research on what this is?
Sure, I don't think it could do any more harm than it has done already. I just want it out of this house. It has caused nothing but trouble.
In the midst of their conversation, Anochi seen a book, one that he recognized, the one that documented the rise and fall of not only himself, but world life as a whole.
Do you read this book often?
When I read it, I know we were meant for more. I just don't see how we'll ever get back to the ways of world life. We are so far gone that I don't even believe those days ever existed.
I will tell you this, if there is a wheel, then there is a way.
I don't know about that, but I hear you.
As Patty spoke and showed the condition of her son to the Liberator, the Virtuous Wheel pulsated.
This is an emotional dimension that weeps of pain and trauma. The wheel seems as though it remembers.
Patty and Anochi, the Liberator, discussed a plan to investigate the object and bring her son back to consciousness. Anochi returned back to his place and got in bed. The weight of his heart was heavy, no longer light as a feather, but this was also a feeling he was no stranger to. He knew what needed to be done. The next day, Anochi heard about a great debate taking place, where he decided to attend and give his mind a break from solving his biggest problem.
Prove it then, Cain. Prove that you are no longer a liability to the people of Govern. Prove that these teachings of yours hold any worth.
Very well, Sarah. I accept your challenge. But let it be known that my aim is not to defeat you, but to show you the way of the divine essence within us all.
Anochi bare witness to the great debate, the civilized versus the uncivilized mind. He was proud to know that there were still people living the ways of world life. He was inspired to meet with Patty and start the liberation process. Patty arrived to meet with Anochi and was amazed at what she saw.
Oh geez, Liberator, what are these drawings and intricate concepts that you have all over the place? I have never seen anything such as these before.
Patty, these are things that you do not know, but may learn if you are willing to educate and liberate your mind.
Anochi showed Patty the Virtuous Wheel board game and explained how to use it to liberate herself and son.
Patty, this is the Virtuous Way. It looks like a game, but it is a reflection of life. Every move you make on this board mirrors the decisions and consequences of actions made in life. There are 8 dimensions on this board, each one an aspect of our daily living: physical, emotional, social, environmental, intellectual, occupational, financial, and spiritual. Now, within each dimension, there are 6 virtues we must consciously practice. We must practice the virtues of self-love, respect, acceptance, accountability, truth, and gratitude in each aspect of life. If not, then we are operating in the shadows of self-hate, disrespect, denial, liability, falsehoods, and ungrateful. Lastly, for now anyways, at the center of this board is purpose. Purpose is the most important aspect of not only this game, but in life. What is your purpose, Patty? You see, purpose gives us the direction. The virtues are the tools we can use in each dimension to make sure we are intentional in reaching our purpose, while being mindful that every move we make in one dimension is affecting another aspect of self, which in this instance will be another player.
Patty watched closely, but curious. Although she did not understand fully, she knew this could help her son live a purposeful life and out of the streets.
Well, Liberator, I would like to play the Virtuous Way. I am interested now.
Patty, you can call me Anochi. You shall play once I find 7 other players who are in need of liberation in the other dimensions. Then you will receive an invitation to play the Virtuous Way.
Patty returned back to her son, and Anochi continued on his purpose: to find 7 more willing participants to play the Virtuous Way.
This is your invitation to play the Virtuous Way. Become the virtuous one through strategy, reflection, and discipline by having the most virtuous points as you enter your purpose. Life waits for no one. The board awaits you.